Waiting for my coffee. Hi, Catherine. Yay. I'm excited. Yay. There you go. I was so disappointed today. Hello, Catherine Martinique. Nice to see you. I'm waiting for coffee. Listen to my broken water pump thrash around in the background. Hello, VW. So nice to see you. Do you have a 69 VW? Cat is good. Are you Cat 210? Are you Cat 210? It's so nice to see you, Cat 210. I'm so angry. I just almost deleted my TikTok account. Oh, that's cool. I had my finger on the delete button on my TikTok account. Hello, Misty Wallace. Grand Rising. Grand Rising, Haglets. Good morning. It's so nice to see you this morning. Yay, somebody's showing up. I felt so bad that I overslept yesterday. Yes, I did. I actually woke up at 2 o'clock this morning and raged a little bit, which isn't good. But I went back to sleep and I just went and deleted all my rage videos, so that's that. How's everything going with the election? Anybody know? Donald Trump still isn't our president, right? They're still saying Donald Trump is your president. They're still saying it. He's got them completely convinced that he can save our country. If you vote for him, you would be saving our country from socialism. And half of them believed him. Thank you, Danny. Save our country from socialism. Only you too can save our country from socialism. That's okay. I can't believe I've almost been here for a year. Oh my God, it's so bizarre. I can't believe I've almost lived here for a year. Dogs are still sleeping because they got up at 2 a.m. and got to go out a minute. And I want to delete, I'm resisting deleting my TikTok account right now. Like I really had my finger on the delete button a minute ago. I just deleted the app instead. I don't want to rant anymore at the app. It was fun while it lasted. Why did I just smoke? I wasn't going to smoke today. Story time last night. Somebody who had been here through the whole story time, right in the middle of my story time, changed the subject of my story time, and I realized that my story time was really fucking boring. And so I shut it off. I shut it off because it was boring, and I deleted it. I'm glad that you enjoyed it. I'm glad you enjoyed it. I am struggling right now. I am struggling right now. But I'll be okay. Coffee is almost ready. I'll be right back. I'm going to go pour my coffee. dog threw up in my purse yesterday and didn't tell me. So I didn't find it till it was almost dry. I want to give up. I really fucking want to just give the fuck up. That's what I want to do. Give up. Can I do that? No, I can't. But that is what I want to do, honey. Social media is evil. Evil, evil, evil. It really is. Works out pretty good for the Hollywood celebs, though, so I guess it's not evil for everyone. Oh, my water pump is it's just old. I think you just have to replace them every once in a while. It's just old. And after you run water, you can hear it still try to run. It doesn't like always shut off. And I would think that it was that there was a leak in one of the lines, but after a while it stops doing it. So it must figure out what it's supposed to do eventually, but just forgets it. Because if there were a leak somewhere, it would always do it. Right now it's not doing it. But every time I run the water, the pump keeps running after I shut it off. So it's about to shit the bed. That's my take. It's about to shit the bed. It's medication time for you. Yes, it's medication time for me too. Let's all do our morning meds. I wish this election stuff would come to an end so we knew 100% finish. They're still waiting on results from meetings with Georgia and Pennsylvania. And the Dominion machines. I haven't heard that they're waiting on anything with Dominion machines. I haven't heard that at all. What results from a Dominion machine? Georgia and Pennsylvania certified their elections. There's no recounts. Safe Harbor Day has passed. They aren't waiting for anything else. They can still have the meetings and talk about it, but that doesn't mean they're going to change the results of the election. It is over. It is over. Donald Trump is no longer the president of the United States. He is on his way out, and his foolish reporters, his foolish supporters, gave him a $200 million going away present. $200 million they fucking gave that man. $200 million. They don't want people to have health care, but I'd like to see how many hundreds of millions of fucking dollars they shoved into Donald Trump's pocket. Because they so don't want poor people to have health care. So they shoved all their fucking money in Donald Trump's pocket. But no, don't tax us for health care. We don't want our taxes to go up. We just want to give all of our money to the Republican Party so that they can party all year long. We don't want to have to pay taxes with that money. It's more fun to give it to the likes of Donald Trump. You got money to donate. You got money to donate hundreds of thousands of dollars to fucking political candidates. You got money to pay taxes for goddamn health insurance. That's all I got to say. Avoid socialism, but what the fuck did they just do? They just gave him a whole bunch of socialist gifts. I burned my tongue. I'm ranting. You got me going there. I've not heard. Every day that you come in here, Danny, you are the only person that I hear talk to about the Georgia Dominion machines. You're the only person who comes in here and talks about the Georgia Dominion machines. Do you know that? Nobody else comes into any of my lives to talk about Georgia Dominion machines. You are hoping those machines find votes and proof of election fraud. There is no proof of election fraud. The election is over with. Donald Trump is not going to win. He's not. I don't need anybody in here. There's 8 people in here. Anybody that's listening to this right now know anything about Georgia finding proof of fraud? Who is they? Please tell me who they is. They are saying they found proof. Who is they, Danny? Please tell me who they is. They are not saying they found proof of fraud. Not any they that matters is saying it. No they that matters is saying it. The only they that is saying it is the Trump team. So are you saying you're part of the Trump team? I'm starting to suspect that maybe you are. They're not saying it. Nobody is saying it. Who is they? Please tell me who they is. Stop watching ON. Yeah, there's no Dominion voter fraud in Georgia and Pennsylvania. It's all over. It's over with. Safe Harbor Day is passed. They are not going to turn it over. There is no problem with the Dominion voting machines. Oh my God. There's no fraud. There's no hacking. That's right. Hello, Simon. Nice to hear you. Nice to see you. My finger was hovering over delete on my TikTok account. It really was. Hovering over the delete button. Our government is so fucked up. It's so hard to see what they're doing to my account. But yet, somebody like the loud lib who drives 80 miles an hour on his live, driving to endanger on his live, is okay. Driving to endanger and harassing a trucker on the interstate in your live is okay as long as your followers donated. I think, he said he raised $10,000 for Joe Biden in his live. I was thinking that meant that he raised $3,000 and got $10,000. TikTok got $7,000. But no, if he raised $10,000, that means that people in his live donated $30,000. $30,000 got donated to Joe Biden in the Loud Libs lives, and only 10,000 of it went to Joe Biden. That's what, $30,000, he raised $30,000 for TikTok. And that's why TikTok allows him to drive to endanger in his lives. Fuck, no, if you can raise $30,000, shit, you can do whatever the fuck you want in your live. I recorded that off of his live, and I reported it to TikTok when I did it. And the report came back and said he did nothing wrong. But I can't talk about a stalker in my live? I lose it for a week? A real life stalker? Not of my own volition? Okay? I didn't stalk myself. He stalked me on TikTok, and I can't talk about that in my live. That's too controversial. But he can drive like a goddamn crazy man, harassing truckers on the interstate in his live, and it's not a violation. How the hell is that even true? Hello, Nicole. How can that even be true? And if I'm bitching about it, I'm the one who's being difficult, right? I feel so much better today. I am so awake today. I was so tired yesterday all day, like not even with it. That's really frustrating to me. It's really frustrating to me. It's really, oh, so many things are frustrating. I want to delete. I just want to say fuck them, but I'm not going to. I went and deleted all my rants. I'm just going to wait the 7 days out. But I really fucking hate TikTok now. They are on my shit list, fully on my shit list. I'm using their software to create my videos and put them somewhere else. Ha ha ha, TikTok. Have a nice fucking day. It sounds like sour grapes, but it's really not. Anyway. I am not in a good mood. I wish I were. I wish I had a cigarette. Has anybody got a cigarette? I need a cigarette right now. Told the sludge wagon that I'm on YouTube? Really, Mary Lou? Bunny Tinker commented on Sludge Wagon that I'm on YouTube. Really? Huh. Nice. Isn't that nice? Too bad YouTube usernames and TikTok usernames aren't aligned. Well, let him come for me on YouTube. He'll start reporting my content on YouTube and they will shut me down. Good morning, Diva Cat. Good morning. Oh, hello. I don't get to go on TikTok anymore. The TikTok doesn't like me. TikTok doesn't like me. They really don't like me. I think they've made it really fucking clear that they don't like me. It's either TikTok or it's our government. I'm almost thinking it might be Donald Trump, not TikTok. Well, it's too early to know for sure how the weather is, Danny. I think that Danny is a there you go. Danny is a fucking troll. Danny is a troll. Well, hello. Oh, that's okay. You're a brat. That's okay. I was really referring to that TikToker who kept saying, we've got Dominion voting machines showing fraud. You know that's a fucking trumpet. That's a trumpet. Why do they always tip their hands? They always let us know who they are. It's crazy. That's a trumpet. And I'm real fucking sorry about that sledge wagon moron that got himself in trouble. But I didn't do it. I'm afraid I'll take the blame for it, but I didn't. Look at that shit. Will you stop sticking straight up? Gosh darn it. Freaking dreadlocks. It's nice to see you all. I guess since I don't have tobacco to smoke, I only have one choice, right? Right? No, I'm not going to smoke today. I'm going to put this shit away because I got stuff to do. I'm talking to myself. Nice to see you, Diva and NSW Brat. I won't remember that, but thank you for telling me. People are screen recording me. My friend is coming soon. Yes, she is. Yes, she is. Oh, I forgot. I thought I dreamed that. I forgot I got a message from her. I'm so excited. I need to get ready for her to come, so that's why I can't smoke today. I have to get ready for her to come. You were riding your motorcycle yesterday morning with me in your ear. Oh, that's wonderful. Holy cow, that's awesome. I can sit here and chat with you guys and have my coffee without having a temper tantrum. I wish I rode a motorcycle. I need to get ready for my friend Ramanya's visit. That's what I need to do. That's what I can focus on today. Getting ready for Ramanya's visit. Oh, about the visit? Oh, I know. And I get to go live while she does my hair. I'm so excited about that. It's going to be a lot of fun. Oh, really? Oh, that's so cool, Simon. Oh, man, that's awesome. I'm okay, Vicky. I am okay. I am struggling today. This week, I am struggling. I was in a really good mood, too, and that motherfucker Sludge had to come screw everything up. I need to stop reading my comments, obviously, so that I don't know when people are trying to stalk me. Oh, Deb! You had to get up at 3:30 just to stay awake so you wouldn't miss this. Oh, Deb, I'm so happy. Well, cool. Well, I won't stop going live in the mornings, that's for sure. And I'll take my talent to Instagram Reels and YouTube Shorts. So what's new with the news? I don't know. Somebody was in here trying to spread rumors about Dominion voting machines until I blocked them. The fur babies are still sleeping because they got up at 2:30 this morning and went for they got to go outside at 2:30 this morning. So they're still asleep. They're like kids sleeping in right now. The kids are sleeping in. Shh. I really hate that my freaking dreadlocks are standing up like this. Today I'm going to do my laundry and stop it. Oh my God. What are you guys doing for Christmas? What does everybody want for Christmas? I guess I need to tell my landlord I'm going to have company. He doesn't know. They will. And she's in here. I'm glad somebody mentioned that somebody was commenting on Sludge Wagon stuff that I'm on YouTube. Because that means the last time I went live, she was the first one here both days that I went live. So actually I went live like 3 times today. And every time I went live, she was bam right in here, bam right in here, bam right in here. So now she's blocked. I wish I knew what her username was. Oh, you already told me what her username. You're hoping for an air fryer. Oh, that's cool. I cannot remember the last time I got a Christmas gift. Or a birthday gift, for that matter. Can't remember. I cannot remember the last time. Oh yeah, I need to write it down, the name of that username, so I can block her on TikTok. You want motorcycle parts? Yeah, I want bus parts or surgery for Gonzo. What did you say her name was? Danny. What did she say her new username was? Bunny Tinker. Bunny Tinker. Bunny Tinker is who I need to block. Bunny Tinker on TikTok. Yeah, Bunny Tinker. Yeah, I can't afford Christmas this year either. But I wouldn't wish for a gift anyway. Like a gift, like a tangible gift. There are other things I want for Christmas. All I want for Christmas is you. Anyway, the dogs are great. I'm great. Everything's great. I can't listen to music in here with you guys, and that's really disappointing. I hate TikTok. What are we going to talk about? Sing? You want me to sing? No, I suck at singing. And Congress is going home without giving us a stimulus package. You're going to make some coffee. I've got some coffee. I need to refill my coffee cup and get a granola bar or something on my stomach before I get sick. I can't wait to hear from my doctor. She needs to, on Monday, she needs to up my meds. Let's see. Today I am going to get ready for Ramonya's visit. That is what I'm going to do. I can go live in like 4 or 5 days. 4 or 5 days. I need to find a place that sells bulk coffee beans. I have a grinder. Just need the beans. You can get them in bulk in lots of places. Oh, you don't have them. You can probably get them online at Amazon and have them sent. I don't know that they're going to be able to swear Biden in early, but I hope so. If there's any chance at all that they can, they will. Trust me, nobody wants Trump around any longer than he has to be. You've bought Adventure Time Lucky Stones for your family. Small potato, that's all I could afford this year. Lucky Stones. Well, everybody's having a rough time this year. I think Lucky Stones are cool. It's the thought that counts, right? I used to have empty boxes wrapped under the tree for me when I was a kid. Oh, you're in Wyoming. Oh my God. Get them off Amazon. Melania hates Christmas too, right? I don't have a Costco where I'm at either. Where the deer and the antelope play, where seldom is heard a disparaging word, and the skies are not cloudy all day. A home on the range. She hates her man, right? I think she likes her man. She likes her man just fine. Her man has shown her some good times. A young, beautiful model in New York City, and the best she could find was Donald Trump. Can you imagine that? She was a young, beautiful model making millions in New York City, and the best she could find was Donald Trump. Right, I know. She don't smile unless she has to. And the Republicans all love her. It's just crazy. I don't know what cattle call is. I have never heard of cattle call. It is a curse. It's called karma. I think it's called karma. It's called selling your soul to the fucking devil. I think that's what we all want to wish for her, but honestly, I think she likes him. I think she likes him. She renegotiated her prenup in the last year in the White House. She's no dummy. You want me for another 4 years, you're going to have to toe the line. Why did you delete a message, Ron? Yeah. I think she will leave once she realizes just how broke he is. Because as soon as he doesn't have the protection of the office of presidency, he's going down. He's guilty of a lot. I think they are two rotten souls made for each other. If you watch Oh, hello, Client Minnie Mouse. That's fun. We all needed sleep. Welcome. Thanks for joining us. I really don't think, I think Melania is perfectly capable of leaving if that's what she wanted to do. She has been perfectly capable of saying she doesn't give a fuck about Christmas or anything else in this White House. I think that she would be perfectly capable. I heard she's planning to go to she's going to Mar-a-Lago and not coming back. Said he's going to Mar-a-Lago and not coming back after Christmas. I wonder what his kids are going to do for a job. With their big expensive drug habits. Mar-a-Lago, he does own Mar-a-Lago, but I think he's got a lot of banknotes. I think he has a lot of loans that are not on paper, too. I think he is. I think he's a mob. Doesn't he act? He acts just like a mob boss. He is running our country like a mob boss would run our country. He's got offshore accounts, but I think he's also got enemies in almost every other country. I don't know how he's continued to live this lavish lifestyle. Well, Mike Baxter, blows my mind how you seem to know everything. Mike Baxter, that's the first thing you joined and said here. I seem to know everything. What I said was, in my opinion, I don't think. Now, when I say I don't think Melania, that means that my opinion is that Melania is perfectly happy. I'm not saying that my opinion is the actual end all be all to all facts known to history. I'm saying that I speak my truth and my beliefs, and I look at things and I analyze them, and then I come to my own judgment, and I'm allowed to have a fucking opinion. And that doesn't mean that I know everything. It means that I have a fucking opinion about everything, and that is in fact my right. I know you and people like you, Mike Baxter, would like to keep women underneath a fucking rock and barefoot and pregnant in the kitchen. Well, yeah, but that is part of the attraction. He has 3 accounts in Iceland. He is an ultimate con man, that's right. Retrumplican all the way. Are you a Retrumplican all the way, Mike Baxter? Or are you saying that you really think I know everything? Because I really don't know anything, but I have a lot of fucking opinions. I have a lot of opinions. That's all I have. And I have a lot of life experience. Well, he still has a couple of weeks before he has to pardon. He's got almost the entire month of January to pardon people. He can do all of that from Mar-a-Lago, I think. He doesn't have to go back to Washington, D.C. to pardon someone. Thank you, Mary Lou. Thank you. My mother gave me that. And sometimes it's a curse. Biden can't even make... I knew it! I knew it! I knew it! I knew it! Wow, yes. You know what we want to follow, honey? Here's the thing. This is what we want to follow that you seem to not be able to grasp. We want to follow a little bit of integrity. We want to follow somebody with a little bit of ethics. We want to follow someone who hasn't made an entire life out of scamming other people. We want to follow someone who is nothing, who is not a con job, who isn't trying to overthrow our democracy. You want to follow someone who is in alliance with the most evil motherfuckers on this planet. That's who you like. You like someone who is nothing more than a con job. And that's because 90% of Republicans are nothing more than con jobs. You dumb motherfuckers don't want to pay for socialized medicine, but you'll donate $200 million to Donald Trump and his lies about the election in the last 4 weeks? But you don't want to pay taxes? No, we don't want to pay taxes for health care so people won't suffer in this country. Fuck that. We'd rather give Donald Trump $200 million to go party on. What the fuck is wrong with you? What the fuck is wrong with you? Republicans gave money to Donald Trump, $200 fucking million of money to Donald Trump just in the last month. But you don't want to pay taxes so people can get health care? Really? Really? But you want to give $200 fucking million to Donald Trump in the final stretch of a fraudulent attempt to overthrow this country's democracy? Get the fuck out of here. No, I don't. Oh my God. Yeah, right. I want the government. Oh my God. I must be on the For You page, right? I must be on the For You page over on TikTok. I want people like you to be silenced forever, Mike Baxter. How about that? I want people like you to be afraid to open your fucking mouth. I would like to see Donald Trump be made an example of. We need to send not only the world, but the citizens of this country a real fucking strong message letting them know that if you try to overthrow the democracy of this country, you will be put to death. Smoke that. You better get ready for that, because that's what's going to happen. Donald Trump, your savior and Lord, is going to be put to death just like Jesus was, and he's not going to resurrect after 3 days. He's going to get the death penalty. You better get ready for that shit, because that's what's going to happen. We are going to put him out of his misery like a rabid fucking dog. And we are going to send a strong message to the country and the world that if you want to fuck with our democracy, you better have a better plan than what Donald Trump and his Keystone Cop lawyers came up with, because you'll end up swinging at the gallows. If we tolerate this right now, then it will keep coming back. We need to send a strong message to the rest of the world and the rest of the population of this country that you can't do this shit. You do this shit, you're going to be put to death. If they do anything less than that, I'm going to lose confidence. I'm going to go to Washington, D.C. in March if he gets away with all of his crimes. I'll go to Washington, D.C. and anyway, I'm done ranting now. I'm sorry. Hunter has nothing to do with our president. Hunter Biden is not running for president. Hunter Biden did not just get over 80 million votes. Hunter Biden is not the president of the United States. So who gives a shit about Hunter Biden? I do not give a shit about Hunter Biden. I feel sorry that he's going through this because of you assholes, but that's the limit of my feeling sorry. Who cares, Mike Baxter? Who gives a shit? At least he served in the military. Your candidate at the height of the Vietnam War got out of serving for bone spurs. At least Hunter Biden served. You got no fucking room to talk about Hunter Biden getting kicked out of the military. At least he showed the fuck up. At least he showed up. Your candidate dodged the draft while hundreds and thousands of American young 18-year-old boys got killed in Vietnam. Your little bitch of a candidate hid and hid and sniveled and cried in New York City. No, daddy, don't let them take me off to the mean war. No, daddy, he's a fucking bunker bitch. And you're proud of him. How the hell is that you're the patriot? You're the party that considers yourself patriots. And the candidate that you like is the least patriotic person on the fucking planet. He lied and hid like a big bitch baby crying in New York City during a war. During a war where there was a draft on people, on young men in this country getting sent off to war to die. He hid like a little fucking bitch. That's all he is a little bunker bitch, Mike. Your candidate is a bunker bitch, bunker bitch, bunker bitch. Your candidate is a bunker bitch. He's a fucking pussy. Just like you are. Now I'm going to block him off my channel. Now he's blocked off. No, he doesn't deserve a fucking, he doesn't deserve a hug. He doesn't deserve a hug. It really angers me that he dodged the draft, that Donald Trump dodged the damn draft. It really pisses me off. And you got the nerve to come in here and talk about Hunter Biden. At least he fucking showed up. That's why Donald Trump didn't show up. Donald Trump wouldn't have been accepted. Actually, would have been accepted. Too bad he didn't go over to Vietnam and get his nuts blown off. Then we'd have Enoch Trump. You know, could have saved the world a whole lot of grief. If he'd gone to Vietnam and gotten his nuts blown off. But no, he's a bunker bitch. He is a bunker bitch. It is one thing to not serve in the military when there is not a war in a draft, but it is an entirely different thing during a draft to avoid service just because you're rich. And then you go on to lead the President of the United States and command the military that you were too afraid to serve in? And Republicans, the patriotic party of our country, support it. I just don't get it. I'll just pick you up along the way. That's right. I'll go by everybody's house and scoop you guys up. We'll go to Washington, D.C., make asses of ourselves. Yay! We can go make asses of ourselves in Washington, D.C. for all the good it's going to do. Go back to sleep. Go back to sleep. Go back to sleep watching Hollywood play. I can't do it. I'm going to smoke. I'm sorry. I'm going to put bake in my wake. I cannot help it. Somebody has to do it. It might as well be me, right? I got to get ready for Romania to come. I'm excited about that. And they've got their sleepers, so they can just park right next to me. You'll help pay for gas? Okay. The problem is that my car is a small car, and my dogs take up 90% of the space. And I can't leave my dogs at home because there's nobody to take care of them. So y'all are going to have to fit in the front seat together. I think we can pull it off, honestly. Honestly, I think we can pull it off. I really can't take my dogs to Washington, D.C. They would destroy the interior of my car before I got up there. So I'll have to start working on a plan for somebody to take care of the dogs so I can go to Washington, D.C. and protest. Morning sneezes accomplished. Check. Morning meds? Check. Morning coffee? Check. Morning sneezes? Check. Thank you. As long as we're wearing a mask, we're good. That's right. And there's a sunroof, so somebody can ride just like sitting out the sunroof. Good morning, Sharon. Nice to see you. Hi, Wendy. Yeah, as long as we're wearing a mask, we're good. And somebody can ride with their head out the sunroof as long as it's not raining. That's going to get a little uncomfortable when it starts getting cold or it's raining, though. Absolutely would get uncomfortable. Thank you, Wendy. Thank you, Simone, and thank you, Sharon. I said Simone because I was going to say Sharon, but Simone and Sharon are different. Thank you very much. Thank you, thank you. I do not, I don't want this. I'm so afraid that the propaganda that's getting to people of color is that this virus isn't to be trusted. I am so worried that too many people are going to not take it because they're afraid. And that's going to be to not only their detriment, but their entire neighborhood's detriment. Anyway, nothing I can do about it, right? Nothing I can do about it personally. But so many people on TikTok are saying, no way, I'm not taking it. No way, I'm not taking it. No way, I'm not taking it. Hello, Norma. It's nice to see you. The dogs are starting to stir in the back. I need to get up and get ready for my company. So it doesn't look like I've been parked here for a year and haven't done a fucking thing, even though I've been parked here for a year and not done a fucking thing. I still don't want it to look like I've been parked here for a year and not done a fucking thing. It's good to see you too. Thank you for joining. I'm smiling. Yes, I am. I'm not screaming and yelling. What's the mark of the beast? What is the mark of the beast? Imagine the intimidation they'd provide, right, Brianna? No, the vaccine is free because it's critical that we all take it, or we are never going to recover. If we are, they're not coming today. No, they're not coming today. I hope they're not coming today. Yeah, they're not coming today. They're not coming today. They are, yeah. The vaccine is the mark of the beast. Well, let's let see, here's the thing. If Republicans don't take it, that's good. More black people will die. Regardless, the numbers don't lie. That's all that Trump cares about. He doesn't care that his followers, 2% of his followers will get sick and die. What he cares about is that of the 2% of people that get sick and die from COVID, like a lot of them are going to be black people. More black people die from COVID than white people. Relationally speaking, not the actual number, but from the population of people that get COVID, black people have a much better chance of dying from it than white people. That's what I'm trying to say. So all the rumors about the vaccination are just to ensure that we don't take it. They are just to, and it is all started because the whole point of this vaccine is to get this virus into as many people's systems as possible. I mean, the whole point of the virus, releasing the virus on the world. And the more people who don't take it, the less successful the vaccine will be at ridding us of the virus. So that's why there are rumors saying that it's the mark of the beast, saying that it's going to change our DNA. All of the horse shit that's coming out about the vaccine is to keep us from taking it. Because, of course, twice as high than a Caucasian. Twice as high than a Caucasian to die from it. So, of course, the rumors are started by the by the assailants who started the person who released the virus on us is, yes, I'll take it as soon as I can. I would like to see it offered to black Americans before white Americans just because they have a higher chance of dying from the virus if they catch it. But if the black people say, no, we don't want it, we're afraid of it, I'll take it. I'll take it as soon as it's available to me. As soon as it is available to me, I will take it. As soon as it's available to me. Because I do not want the COVID virus in my system. Absolutely. I do not want a virus created in a lab in a foreign country in my body. So I will absolutely take the vaccine as soon as I can. I believe in the science behind the vaccine. I do not believe in the myths. I do not believe in the Bible. I do not believe in all that other horse shit around the virus, around the vaccine. Good. I got tested last week too, and it was negative. The quick react ones aren't as reliable as the. I'm gonna have to go take a break for a second, you guys. Oh my goodness. Whew. I think I've been on here for almost an hour, so it might be time for me to go take a break. This coffee tastes like I'm gonna need to shit in 20 minutes. Yes, the blood clots associated with COVID, absolutely. You have got to take the vaccine. But the rumors about the vaccine are going to prevent a lot of people from taking it. And that is, in fact, because they got tested and were negative, they thought that they're not going to. Now I'm immune because I haven't got it yet. Have you had it, Zach? I don't want to catch it. I really don't. I don't mean to scare people who have caught it and got it into their system. I don't want to catch it. Good morning, Holly. It's not all that bad for you, Zach. It's bad for some. That's the problem, is you don't know who is going to have a bad case and who isn't. So just because it's not all that bad for you doesn't mean it doesn't end up being a fucking nightmare for other people. You got lucky if it wasn't that bad for you. I'm happy that you're lucky. You dodged a bullet. I hope I would get that lucky. You can get clots from staying in bed, yes. It's different for everybody. That's the danger, is that you don't know. You guys hang on a second. I gotta go take a break real quick. I'll be right back. Let me see. What can I leave you looking at? I'll leave you looking at my cabinet. Here we go. Dun, 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 dun. I'll be right back. Oh, yay, Misty. Why is it different for everyone, Zach? Is that what you're really asking? Are you really challenging Simon to say, why is it different from everyone? Really, motherfucker? Really? Why is it different for everyone? Because some of us die, dumbass. Oh, because it wasn't hard for you. You're here saying they're making up all the deaths. Everybody's lying about the people who die from it. You're all lying because it was mild case for you. How much fucking ignorance is in this world? I swear to God, this is such a good case for the fact that we don't have decent education in this country. Well, why is that, Simon? Why is it different for everyone? Because it's a virus and everybody is different. In case you didn't notice, Zach, People are different. Everybody is a little different. No two people are alike. That's not rocket science. Holy shit. Well, it was good for me, so everybody else should be able to take it. And then, see, I wouldn't think that his question were aggressive if he hadn't followed it up. Well, why don't you answer me? Well, that tells you that he's a trumpet. I had it. It was mild for me. Because you're white, right? Because you're fucking white. As long as it's not going to kill you, you don't give a shit. You should be the one who gets put down. Like a rabid dog. Like a rabid fucking dog. I also worry about autoimmune with the vaccine, but I guess it's better. It's better than getting the virus. It's better than catching the virus. I don't want the virus in my system. I don't want a virus created in a lab. I would rather have an antidote created in the lab than the virus created in the lab. I know a bunch of people, my cousins both died from it. Last week, Zach Harris, my cousins died. Married cousins died in the same hospital, different rooms of COVID. They died of COVID. So lucky for you, you lived, you asshole. You and Giuliani, all the snakes of the fucking world. Trump, Giuliani, you all get to live of COVID. He spread it all over the fucking southern states, but he gets to live, right? That was his deliberate super spreader events. Good morning, Portia. So lovely to see you. Good morning, Tammy. Zach needs to be put down. I'm sorry. I'm going to have to delete this morning coffee chat if I keep saying things like that. I'm going to get in trouble on YouTube, just like I'm in trouble on TikTok. Right? 239,000 people have died and counting. They get the experimental miracle drugs. That's right. Because they're rich. Rich people. They are rich, so they get the experimental drugs. She still can't smell or taste from it, right, Misty? Probably because she got blood clots in those areas. I mean, what would cause you to lose your taste and smell? It's crazy. I think the vaccine should go to Black Americans first. Good morning, Kitty Cat Granny. So nice to see you. Having our coffee. I wish we could have music with our coffee. That would be nice, right? So it's doing something, it's doing some kind of damage to our neurological system beyond just the blood clots in our brains. I know it's causing jerking movements and seizures in some people because of the impact it has on your nervous system. It's really sad. Scary. And we have a president who doesn't believe that it's a thing. Actually, he does believe it. That's by design. I'm sorry, Holly. You had wacky tobacco that knocked you out. Well, that's good. Actually, nothing wrong with that. I need to go do laundry today and get prepared. It's only 8 o'clock, though. I'm glad you didn't miss me as well. And I'm glad I'm calmer now than I have been the last few mornings. That really threw me for a loop. That guy stalking me really threw me for a loop. Really did. But I'm going to get ready for company to come today. We're going to find out more about the long-term effects in the future. I agree. It causes your blood pressure to go too low, like it impacts your ability to increase your blood pressure. Is it raining in your part of the woods? Really, Portia? I should look at my map. I need to look at the map. Thick fog in Boston. I can still hear my water pump back there thrashing from when I ran the water to wash my hands after I pooped. Boop, 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 boop. Every few seconds, boop, boop, because it tries to start. Boop, 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 boop. The water is not open anymore, but it's still going boop, boop. Thick fog in Boston. Company, company, company. Yay. I should put, yeah. I got 3 more days on my 7-day ban on TikTok's live. Three more days. It's boring. Life is boring. Really fucking boring. They said I had controversial content in my live. I was talking about having a stalker, and the people in chat were talking about that woman in Florida who had her house broken into. So you don't need to be on blood pressure meds anymore? Since you had COVID, you don't need to be on blood pressure meds anymore. That's crazy. A side effect is it cures high blood pressure? A side effect of COVID is that it cures high blood pressure. I would be more concerned that the blood pressure wasn't able to raise itself in response to what your body needs. Sometimes your blood pressure needs to go up. If it has prevented your blood pressure from going up when it needs to, that could starve your brain of blood. You're from Cincinnati? So it must be one of those big storms that goes all the way up to the north. Your maiden name is Pendergrass? Prendergrass? Pendergrass? Oh, Martin. Oh, her last name is your maiden name. So you share a maiden, you share a last name. From Texas to Michigan. That's crazy. I need to go check it and see if it's still there. I knew I should have checked it. I knew there was a reason. Yeah, I use a married name. Hi, Jessie May. Nice to see you. My good friend Romagna's last name is Myers. I kept my married name too because I had a kid. I really didn't want to change to that name. I didn't want to be a Radke. No, I did not get my ancestry results back. The last I heard, they had received them. They haven't done any processing on them. My ancestry results have not advanced. I sent them on Thanksgiving Day is when I put them in the mailbox. So they went the day after Thanksgiving. And here it is, what is today? The 12th of December. So it has been 4 weeks now. Oh, you should have been a Blankenberg. Back then, you could just change your name like that. Back then, you could just change your name. Your doctor does blood works every 3 months for another medical reason, and he says your blood is good. Well, that's good. I'm glad. Thank you for reminding me about blood work. I need to call and schedule mine. I need to call and schedule my blood work. Okay. So it's been about 4 months, 4 weeks, almost 4 weeks for me. So he abandoned the whole family he had and hid it from your grandma. You could do that back in the day. Men did that a lot. So when you got married, your last name really didn't change. That is freaking hilarious. It's still Wallace. Apparently TikTok is messing with everyone, not just me. Every live you go to said there'd be a mess with and banned from posting videos, period, or going live. The community is pissed. Well, that's great, Jesse. I'm glad to hear it's not just me. They've got us turning against each other. They've got us turning against each other, and that's the bad part. That's the part that really bothers me. Is they've got us at each other's throats. I was screaming at Black creators on the For You page a couple of days ago, and it was all because of what TikTok is doing to us. You know, they get us fucking stressed out and worked up. You know, TikTok gods give and TikTok gods take the fuck away. I can't believe all the new members, the new followers I'm getting, but all it shows is that I've lost 30 followers in the past week. But I get pages and pages and pages of notifications following you, following you, following you. I think it's because of Trump having control of the censorship. I think Trump has done something. I am going to try to avoid passing judgment on TikTok until after the Trump administration has ended. I think that they are currently terrified of Trump. He left that family and moved to Cleveland where he met your grandma. Lots of men did that back then. Got a wife and kids in Baltimore, Jack. I took a walk and I never went back. Like something that don't know where it's going. I took a wrong turn and I just kept going. Everybody's got a hungry heart. Everybody's got a hungry heart. That was common back in the day. I am thankful that my dad, well, actually, when my dad left and didn't come back, my grandpa put my mom and all her kids on a fucking bus and sent them across country. You got his kids. You are his now. I've been waiting for a long time to get rid of your ass. And guess what? I'm done now. Get on the fucking bus and go on and follow him. You make your way. That's what my grandpa told her. You make your way. You're going to go to Texas and you're going to follow him. Because I'm not raising all these fucking kids. I did a video on TikTok. Hit the road, Trump. Oh, cool. Hit the road, Trump. I'll be okay. Just breathe. That's right. Back now, I had to do my morning conventions. Yeah. I am not even surprised anymore. People are making backup pages and either going live because they can't post videos or posting videos directing people to their second page because they can't go live. I tried to do that. I created another account and tried to do that. I'm sorry, Holly. I shut down because I got my feelings hurt. I'm such a moody bitch. I didn't think about all the other people who were enjoying this story. I just got my feelings hurt and said, fuck this. I'm shutting down. I am so sorry. But if it makes you feel any better, I just went off and cried. That's all. I didn't have a good night either. He was a jerk. He was a jerk. But I still should have better control of my faculties. Yeah. My grandpa set my mom and 5 kids on a bus and said, he left you and went. And she was in New York City with 5 kids, and my dad took off and went to Texas. I don't blame him. My mother was fucking nuts. She was knuckin' futs. And there was no medication for postpartum depression, but her depression was so bad from before my dad ever met her that I don't blame him. But at least when she showed up in Wichita Falls after chasing him 1,500 miles, my grandpa, his dad, made him go pick her up. And he did raise us for the rest of, he spent the rest of his life taking care of us. But the rest of the story is that after he left my mom when he was 18, the first summer that he was on his own after leaving, he did do his duty. That's right. The first summer that he was on his own after leaving my mother for Father's Day, he got a call from a woman saying, I am married to your son. And for Father's Day, I am trying to find him, his father for him, to surprise him. So the woman that my father had an affair with in New York City that was pregnant, remember, my mother had a baby and named it Timothy, and the woman was pregnant, and my dad had to leave her and go back to my mother to avoid going to jail in New York City. So the woman was in shame in the 50s being pregnant and unmarried, and in addition being pregnant with a married man's child. So she went back to West Virginia. All my life, when my dad would have a few drinks, my dad wasn't a big drinker, but all my life when he would have a few drinks, he would talk about this brother, you've got a brother or sister somewhere you've got a brother or sister somewhere that you have never met and I have never met. He would talk about it every time he had a few drinks. So when he left my mother, he got a call from that child's wife saying, I want to surprise him. So he dropped everything and flew to Florida to meet the son that he'd never met from the New York City affair in the 50s. And he met that woman that he'd had an affair with. He filed for divorce from my mother, and he married her. And he took care of her and for 20 years until she passed away. He spent the first half of his life and here's the real kicker. The son that she had just 3 months after my brother Timothy that died, she named him Timothy. So I have 2 brothers named Timothy. One died 5 months before I was born, and the other one was still alive and living in Florida. And so my dad moved to Florida and spent the second half of his life 3 blocks away from the son that he'd never met. Oh, yeah. Yep. Yes, I have met him. We actually had a pretty decent relationship. He is a deputy. He was a lifelong. Oh, I'm not crying right now. I'm okay. There must be a huge lag. But my brother Timothy that was in Florida that I'd never met, he was a lifelong deputy sheriff in Polk County, Florida. So he was a lifelong deputy sheriff in Polk County, Florida, and he's a racist. He considers himself not a racist, but he's a racist. I'm not speaking to him right now because I just can't handle the fact that he supports Donald Trump. I just can't handle the fact. But yeah, he's in Florida. He lives in Lake Wales. But isn't that crazy? They swore that they always loved each other. They swore that they loved each other the entire time. And he went and spent the rest of his life with her. Like I had my dad during when I was growing up, but all of my adult life, my dad was living next to the son that he didn't raise in Florida. All of my adult life, my dad was with his other family. But he was a good guy. He stayed with my mother. You don't understand how bad my mother was. Holy shit. My mother used to play games like, Teresa, look, when daddy dies, look at the house we can get. Look at the furniture we can have. Look at how cute your bedroom would be if daddy dies and we get his insurance money. And anyway. She was really not, she wet the bed every single night. She never bathed, so she always stunk like urine. Our house always stunk like urine. We never bathed. The kids never bathed until we got to be teenagers and realized that we really need to bathe. Never had clothes to wear. Rarely had food to eat. My parents worked on a military base, so my parents got to eat at work. And kids just got like scraps at home. We really didn't have food at home. Yeah, she had a hard life growing up. And she was told her whole life that she was going to die old and alone, nobody with her. And I held a vigil at her bedside to make sure she didn't die alone. She could not help her insanity. I often wonder, because we don't know who her father was, whether or not she's inbred, and that's what made her so crazy. Or something else. I'm looking forward to getting my ancestry DNA so that I can see if I find any lost relatives from her father's side of the family, her biological father's side of the family. Do you know if Ancestry will tell me if I'm inbred? Yo, Ancestry, can you tell me if my mother and her father shared DNA? Children were special even out of wedlock. That is amazing. Not back in the 50s. In the 50s, if you were out of wedlock, then you were a bastard. You deserved to be in the 40s and the 30s. If you were born out of wedlock, it was your fault. You were a piece of shit because your mother had sex before she was married. I'm going to do the family tree. I am. Well, I know my mother's entire family from Massachusetts. She was born in Western Massachusetts. I know all of her my mother's mother's side of the family. My mother was born illegitimate and never told anybody who. My grandmother had her illegitimate in 30s. You were born in the 40s and Hawaii was a territory. That's great. But nobody ever knew who her father was. Now, my grandmother worked in wealthy houses, cleaning houses. So some people have speculated that she had an affair with one of the very wealthy men that she cleaned houses for. So that could be it. I know my mother is and always was much smarter than her sisters, despite her insanity. She was really smart. My mother was smart. And her sisters weren't that smart. Sorry, it's true. My mother was crazy as hell, but she was the smartest one of all the siblings. And so I would like to know, it puts DNA by your family that is confirmed on your family tree. Okay. Well, I will do a family tree, but so it can find, I said that I would allow people to find me. And I just hope that people I'm related to also check that. Will it track us to our DNA of people we don't know about and family names we don't know about? it would have helped us a bit. But here's the thing, it probably wouldn't have helped us a bit. I mean, we don't really care about the wealth. I just want to know where my mom got her smarts. You know? That's great, Brianna. Good, good. Not because I'm looking to get rich, because her dad might be wealthy, but I'm looking to understand where she got her smarts. I'm looking to identify with family that's not crazy as fuck, like all the rest of my family is. You found all kinds of family? Oh, that's great. Okay. So that's exciting. I look forward to that. That'll be so exciting. I'll get to find out for sure if I'm related to the John Glover that I think I am. Money does help. Yes, it does, but money is rarely my primary. I always feel like if money is your motivation, it's not good for anything. Yeah, if your money is your sole motivation for things, then I feel like I wish I had the killer instinct. It doesn't buy love or happiness. And I feel like if that's my major goal is to have more money when I do an endeavor, then I should be ashamed of that. I should be ashamed of goals that involve just manipulating things so that I can get money. That's why I say I don't care about the money. I just want to know. A lot of people say I look just like Christopher Walken. What do you think? Christopher Walken? He found a mess of cousins too? Oh, that's awesome. Oh, that's awesome. I think I have a bunch of Korean cousins. For sure, I have a bunch of Korean cousins. It's always good to know where you come from, right? No, money doesn't buy you happiness. It really doesn't. Unless you're already happy when you get money, money doesn't buy you. It buys you happiness for a minute, but it doesn't last. It's an empty happiness. But it wouldn't hurt. That's right. Right. Okay, Jesse. Money wouldn't hurt. Of course, money wouldn't hurt. Children take all their wealth. That's right. I really hate to see that. I really hate, man, I can still hear my water pump jerking. Hang on, I need to pull the fuse so that it doesn't sit back there and keep running. Like, how many people win the lottery and end up, like, squandering it all? Money doesn't buy happiness. I had money. I mean, I didn't have a lot of money, but I had a decent amount of money. I mean, I had a lot of money compared to a lot of standards, but I didn't have, like, million type money. I wasn't happy. Not at all. Not even a little fucking bit. I walked away from it. The stories they could tell, right? Working as a CNA. The kids take all their money. So what did they do? They worked hard all their life and saved their money. And their reward in the end is to get put in a home and their kids take their wealth. That's right. And the kids don't go visit because they're too busy spending the money. Until the money is gone, they're not going to come back and visit. That's right. They don't even visit. They just take the money and run. That's really sad. Then you also have the case where the elderly parents don't have any, they have a little bit of money, but not enough to afford the home. So the kids keep the elderly parent at home because putting them in the home would take their little bit of wealth away. So they keep the parent at home because they don't want to lose the stocks and bonds and shares and all of that lifelong investment when the person dies. So they treat them like shit and keep them at home until they die. Because no, you can't put them in a rest home. They need a rest home, but you can't put them in a rest home because the rest home would take the house that you're living in. You know what I'm saying? I hate people like that. They take every single penny. Unless you are super wealthy, they take every single penny. So it's like you get kept at home or you get shoved in a home. I really fucking hate it. I think we keep people alive way beyond, anyway, I don't want to say that. If you can't treat someone with respect and dignity, it is best that you put them in a home. But if you can't treat them with respect and dignity and you keep them around just to subject them to your fucking hate because you want what they have when they die, that is some serious negative karma you got going on there. Pick up their check, that's right. Not only that, but they make you sell your house. They make you sell all of your assets. When you go into a nursing home, you sell everything. The nursing home takes it all. The nursing home takes it all. What a reverse mortgage does is intercept, right? What a reverse mortgage does is intercept the money from going to the nursing home. It allows you to take a loan out on your property and spend the money while you're still alive and can. And when you can't afford to make the reverse mortgage payments, they repossess it. And you go into a nursing home, and the nursing home can't take the fucking house because of the size of the mortgage against it. That is the route I would go. And I would fucking cruise and party with all of that money. If I'm going to end up in a rest home, unable to wipe my fucking ass, I do not want the wealthy owners of those nursing homes to get my wealth. I will party my fucking ass off. You look into who owns most of those assisted living facilities. It's the rich Jewish sons and daughters that don't want their parents living at home with them. So they build assisted living facilities to house all the parents that the kids hate. Wealthy Jewish doctors own assisted living facilities. You should trace the fucking money line there. You're working on a bank to do a deed in lieu, or they'll cancel his Medicare in February, right? Because he owns a house. Because he owns a fucking house, he can't get Medicare. He has to sell the house and go through all of his money before he can get health care. I understand it. The state is paying for your care. You're not paying for your care yourself. So everything that you own has to go to the state. That is a shame. That is truly a shame. We should get health care until we die. But see, here's the thing. If you grant that kind of a rule for a poor person, the rich person gets the same fair treatment. So the rich person also doesn't have to pay their bill and gets to keep their $1 million house. I mean, we need universal health care. If we're going to keep people alive far beyond their expiration date, we need to be able to take care of them. If Donald Trump continued against Medicare, old people would have, or Social Security, old people would be coming home in a couple of years because there would be no facilities to hold them. If you can't afford to pay for a long-term facility, you get kicked out. Like, that's the line that we were going. All of our elderly that have been discarded into nursing homes would end up coming home, because the only way you'd be able to afford it. Anyway, I'm rambling now. I shouldn't have smoked. Holy cow. I should not have smoked. Damn it. But I can't smoke a cigarette with my coffee, and I have to smoke something with my coffee. Right? Sorry for rambling. I'm glad you guys enjoyed the story time. I'm going to go schedule a meeting for tonight at 7. I'll see you guys back then. I'm going to get off of here so this can start processing. I can't believe some of the shit I'm willing to upload onto the server and allow people to watch and hear. For my mother's side of the family, I do love you all dearly. I do. I'm still just baffled by my mother. And the fact everybody in her family acted like it didn't exist. Like they wouldn't talk about it. They acted like my mother wasn't this freak aberration of nature. It is weird. Anyway. All right, you guys, I'm going to get off of here. I love you. Thank you for stopping by. And I'll see you at 7 o'clock tonight. Have a good day. And I'm going to try to not totally lose my TikTok account. Talk to you later. I'm waiting. Oh, I've been missing all these comments. I thought nobody was talking. Oh, my God. Love and peace, Deb. I had the comments scrolled down. I don't smoke cigarettes, but that doesn't mean I don't want to smoke cigarettes, Nicole. I don't have to leave yet. Let me answer all these comments that I missed. Family friend, you took POA for Medicaid, and Medicaid took everything. They take everything. Had land, passed it down. Family just neglect the assets left behind and fight amongst themselves. And the business was built and worked for is run into the ground, right? That happens a lot. That happens a lot. Good morning, Julio. They don't get the care they should. And the new owners bought it out. They were more concerned about decor than the residents being cared for. And you spoke up for your friend and you got fired. It's disgusting. It really is disgusting. Because they want it to look like a pleasant place to come visit. They want it to look like they care about their patients. They don't care if they care about their patients. The appearance is what they're concerned about. All right. I am going to go ahead and get off of here, but I'm glad I got to see all these comments. I was a little disconcerted. See you at story time tonight. All right. Yeah. I'll talk to you later. You guys, I love you. Thanks for stopping by.